Hey, what's good? Coach Colin Castell and I'm back with another video where today I'm going to give you some at-home ball handling drills. You're going to help keep your handle tight, your hand speed, your ball control better while you're stuck at home. Let's jump into it.
All right, now one of the questions I get a ton is, hey coach, I don't have court access, or hey coach, I don't have a gym. How can I get a better handle that actually translates to real games without that gym access? So today what I want to do is give you 5 drills that if you add them to your ball handling routine at home, whether it be in a driveway or in a garage or even in your kitchen, you're going to get a tighter, faster, more shifty, and better ball control on your handle. Now, the first drill we're going to do for all these, all you need is about 8 feet of space, both front to back. Right? If you can get like an 8x8 cube, you got plenty of space to do this. So it could be, a hallway, could be a kitchen, could be a garage, could be a driveway, whatever it is, you just need 8 feet of space. So the first one we're gonna do is we're gonna go lateral crossover bounds off of an in and out dribble. So in and out crossover bounds. All we're gonna do is you're gonna start stationary, you're gonna roll the ball over the top, and you're gonna bound to the outside. From here, I'm gonna plant and cross. And then once I get back to the middle, I'm gonna roll another in and out cross. So this one, what we're working on is lateral tempo, moving side to side and moving the basketball with a roll to a yank. So this one's really good because it translates tempo and it translates footwork into real game situations. So for this one, it's not about going as fast as you can. It's about how much ground can you cover and the tempo you can cover. So as you roll, you're trying to go out, drop. As we get here, we're rolling it again, out, drop. Moving back and forth, see how much ground you can cover on this particular drill. All right, so next drill, we've got one dribble pullback. So for this one, you're only gonna dribble once with each hand and really work on that ball control and really work on that foot speed on your foot exchange. So it looks a little something like this. You're gonna start from an athletic stance. We're gonna go forward and we're gonna yank the ball to our back hip where we're stabbing our foot forward and yanking it back. From here, once we yank this pullback, we're gonna foot switch and then we're gonna yank it back opposite the next direction. So basically what we're doing is we're stabbing with our left, switch, stabbing with our right. So each time we're hitting it like this, going prap, prap with our feet, kind of dancing back and forth. So this is great foot exchange, and if you can master it, it makes it really easy to put in a live game scenario. The big key here is sell your head, sell your eyes, sell your shoulders. So as I throw this, pull back forward, I don't wanna go here, up, head, shoulder, and eyes. I wanna throw my head, shoulder, and eyes down, and then throw them again. Then they're up, then they're down. On each one, we want to throw it and yank it back to really simulate that game action. All right, next up, we got crossover cross step. So you're going to start in an athletic stance and begin by a crossover, dropping it to your opposite side. As I do, the same side foot is going to follow and cross step, so I'm moving my shoulder to the inside. And basically what I'm doing is on this cross, I'm trying to drive them off with a pound dribble and a stab with the foot, right? This is working on getting that defender moving, getting them to give you a little bit of space. After that, I'm gonna pound, I'm gonna open back up, cross, then I'm doing the exact same thing opposite. Pound, open up, cross, pound, open up, cross. Working back and forth, really getting that jab into the ground with my foot, really being aggressive, trying to get that space away from the defender. Try to stay low and try to keep it moving quickly out of that cross step. All right, so next drill we're working on is lateral bound behind the backs. Now I love lateral bounds because number one, it still works on tempo like we just worked on, but number two, it works on lateral separation. What a lot of players don't realize is they think about backwards as forward to back. But really in basketball, side to side or lateral movement is one of the best things you can do to get separation from your defender, relieve pressure, all that sort of good stuff. So with lateral bounds behind the back, we're doing the same thing, but now once I go behind the back, I'm going to let the ball drift, keeping my hand on top, letting it kind of spin in my hand, and I'm going to kick step, my feet replaced, to try to cover as much ground as I can back and forth. So what I want you to do on this drill is really focus on moving as much ground as possible. Even if you lose the basketball, that's okay. I want you focused on each dribble, I'm going over as far as I can before I control, then I'm going over as far as I can back, right? Really work on getting as much ground back and forth as you can. And if you can do that, the more lateral space you can travel with one dribble, the more effective you're gonna be as an offensive player. So think about it. It doesn't matter if I'm dribbling up the court this direction and maybe a trap comes this way, I've got a man coming up and a man coming up. If I can lateral bound back this far, look how much space I can get away from that defender to throw a pass out of it, skip to the opposite corner, whatever it is. So it's not just an attack offensive move where you can really use this. You can use it all over the court. Really try to get that space, really try to sit low on the quick first behind the back, and then get your shoulders up, get the space out of it. All right, so next drill we got is a little bit of a combo. We call these in and out quick drops. So basically you're gonna start with just a normal in and out dribble where you're trying to break the center line of the body by rolling your hand over. But once I roll it and I come out, I'm gonna quickly drop my hips and go between the legs. Now the key here on each move is I wanna drop my back foot and get ready to punch the ground with the ball on my foot, just like this, loading it up, right? So what we see from a lot of players is they'll do a move, whatever it is, and they'll go to drive, and they won't load up that back leg. You can think about that back leg, your power source. That's what you're punching off of to go by your defender. So on each one of these, I'm gonna in and out, I'm gonna quick drop. So I'm gonna get back here, in and out, quick drop. Each time I'm dropping to that back leg, I'm loading this back leg up. That way I'm ready to explode off of it, working on that quick drop and accelerate out of it. All right, so the next drill we've got is what we call skip crossovers. Now skip, again, we're working with some tempo. You're noticing a common theme throughout this video, right? Tempo is incredibly important when it comes to ball handling. Now, so for skip crossovers, all we're gonna do is on each one, we're gonna hop on our opposite leg. So if I've got the ball in my right hand, I'm gonna hop up, and then I'm gonna cross over out of it. Then I'm gonna hop up, opposite leg, cross over out of it. Again, the whole key here is tempo. Like I just mentioned, don't be afraid to slow then fast. Don't think you gotta go fast the whole time. We wanna set them up, so I'm going, oh, each time. Skip, crossover, planning hard, yanking it the opposite direction. If you want to, you can go sideline to sideline, you go baseline to baseline, or you can kind of stay in the same general spot, whatever you want to work on, right? Again, tempo, dictating tempo is incredibly important, and I love skip crossovers to set up the defense one direction and then explode opposite. All right, so for the next drill, we're really working on your ball control and hand speed. So we're going wrap, rewind. So a wrap is just a normal dribble where you're wrapping the ball around your leg, catching with the same hand, right? But this time we're gonna add a rewind, so it's going backwards the exact same way it came. So basically all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop my hips, I'm gonna wrap the ball around my leg, I'm gonna catch, control the ball, and put it back through my legs, but catch with the opposite hand. So I'll show that again. I'm wrapping, catch, rewind to the opposite hand. Then as it comes through, I'm gonna shift my feet, then I'm gonna go wrap this leg, rewind back to the opposite hand. Each time I'm working on my hand speed, trying to get as quick as I can with that ball, really whipping my hands back and forth. Again, the key here, sit low. If I try to do this drill straight up and down, it's really hard to get that ball through that angle, but if I can sit low and give myself some space, that makes it a lot easier to get the wrap, rewind through. All right, next one up, we're gonna test you a little bit. This is ball control, this is hand-eye coordination, this is tempo all thrown together with our wrap snatch back. So it looks like this. We're gonna start an athletic stance. I'm gonna put 1 foot forward and I'm gonna wrap the ball from inside to outside with one bounce. So I'm gonna throw it just like that. From there, I'm gonna go forward with the same foot even further, and then I'm gonna yank it back behind the back. So I'm going wrap, snatch behind the back. Then I'm gonna hit the same thing opposite. I'm gonna set up, wrap, snatch. Each time I'm trying to go forward with my head and shoulders, trying to get it moving downhill before I pull it back, before I reset, go in the opposite direction. This one's tough. If you lose it, no big deal, reset each time you're trying to get to it. One key that'll help you out is on this wrap, think about dropping your hips low to open up more space for your leg, and then throw your shoulders forward on your snatch back to get some space. So you're dropping low and then shoulders forward to get that snatch back moving downhill.
All right, now don't forget to get your reps in on those drills, and don't forget to download the Max One Smart Coach AI shooting app, because it is going to revolutionize your jump shot, and it's like having Coach Colin and the power of my knowledge in your hands, in your driveway every single time, right? And don't forget, if you download it now, while supplies last, you're going to get a free shot evaluation as well. So make sure you click the top link in the description down below, download today, and get those reps in. All right, if you're new to Shotmechanics, hit that subscribe button. If you like the video, hit the like button, and then head to the comments down below and let me know what sort of video you want to see next. Again, this is a channel for the people, by the people. I run pretty much everything off request, so leave it down below and hopefully I'll get to it. Until next time, Splash on.